Shabat Shalawam. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. You're stronger than a hijack. When a hijack makes crafty counsel against you, makes a confederacy against you, it means you're stronger, my nigga. They wouldn't have to be confederate against you if you was weak. They'll just pick you off by themselves, by their lonesome. Nah, hijack only get bold when they surrounded by their own peoples. They came over here. They didn't come over here all bold and tough. They didn't come to America bold and tough, my nigga. Hey, we KTC. We KTC, man. We keep the code. They didn't come over to our land bold and tough, man. They came and they started making treaties with our own people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that was jealous of other niggas teamed up against they ops. You think this shit is different today? These ops, opposition, you always had opposition. You know what else the opposition is called? An adversary. You know what Satan is in etymology? Just look it up, man. Go to Etymon Online, man. Let us find the truth. Look up etymology of Satan, S-A-T-A-N. You're going to get adversary, bro. You're going to get the op. Then you got to say the next question as you wake up, as you become aware. You got to say, who's the op? Who's the adversary? I'm not talking about in the last 100 years and we blood and then we crippin' and we GD and then we BD and all that stuff. Alright, just go back in the past, my nigga. Alright, for the sake of humanity, man. Go back in the past, man. You a supersonic nigga. You know how to travel. Before there was Bloods and Crips and GDs and BDs, man. Back when you was the Chickamauga. The niggas not making treaties. Not making no treaty with the hijack. See, you can make a treaty with HaWah. Ain't nothing wrong with treaties if you are, confederate with the right with the right flow, with the right priest. Con means priest. Con means priest. American. No, American. You ain't gonna take the con out of American no more, man. We see CAN, and we see they was looking for the CAN. They was looking for the con. Columbus brought a Hebrew interpreter, Louis Torres, who spoke Hebrew, to come find you. A naga they called the Ethiopian, the Abyssinian, the mixed multitude naga, teaming up the tribe. Talking Preston John, King David. Copper Color Khan, just found here, I'm just talking to you. And even though I do it for my tribe, because we keep the code, and if I don't love my tribe, how can I love anybody else? If I don't love myself, how can I love you? Don't trust nobody that say they love you, but they don't love themselves. And don't mistake somebody loving themselves as some type of arrogance. A Khan needs to be confident. My naga, ain't you from the Creator? Yeah, you pretty supreme. You pretty dope, man. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the eye bone. Say, I'm pretty fly, man. I ain't gotta convince myself of this. It's something I know. And when you team up with a bunch of niggas that know they fly, they're confident cons. There's no jealousy and covetous. They proud of what you got. They proud of who you are. Not who you were, but who you are. Some niggas want to keep you in the past 20 years ago. Something they say, hey man, nah man, I know you, bro. How you know me? You don't know me for the last 20 years. My nigga, we do it for us, but like I said, I can't love you if I don't love myself. And I think we spend a good amount of time loving ourselves. We've been investigating who we are. We've been searching for the indigenous truth. We've been flipping the map back over because they flipped the map on us. The East is the West and the West is the East. And yeah, the hijack is a beast, is an adversary, is a Satan, is the op. Your brother can be the op when they team up with the adversary, you know what I'm saying? And that becomes the more and more war, the great on greats. And you gotta say, who's greater? And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The Creator is the greatest. The Creator who created this beautiful palette for us to paint on, for us to experience. Yeah, we tribal, but I don't want to get in the loop. You know what I'm saying? I want to be so tribal, you know, that I don't see the beauty, you know what I'm saying, in all my Nagas across the planet. You know, it's kind of like the Star Wars metaphor, the light side or the dark side. Well, sometimes the light side and the dark side, you know, become one. You know, they hit a crossroads. They hit a town. Then you got the gray Jedi popping off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you got to know who you are, man. And as we continue to vibe up in KTC, just know that we've been spending a lot of time loving ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and fighting for the opportunity to love ourselves. Sometimes when you love yourself, people get, you know, a little jealous of that, a little covetous of that. They say, man, why y'all always talking about being copper colored cons? Why you talking about being original Americans? Because we gotta claim who we are, you know. I'm down for seeing it with perspective. All melanated people cannot be from one place if you look at it from a perspective of the whole. Of all the lands across the plain, of all the Lemurias and the Moos, the Hivas, the HaWahs, all these lands across the plain, all these sunken lands, and all it takes for a land to be unsunk is for the water levels to drop. So it's not so much that they're just submerged underwater lands, it's just that the water level rises and falls. Man, you got a creator, man. Back to the more war. The great is the great, man. If you don't keep the code, if you don't KTC, you ain't in the frequency of greatness. You got a whole lane for yourselves, and you're not even taking it because you think you got to deal with paper money and make a living and just survive and get the weak end of the deal. Look forward to the weekend. Now we say strong beginnings around here. Hey man, how's your strong beginning? And my strong beginning's doing great. How's your strong beginning? How's your weekend? How's your strong beginning? Top of the soul, bro. Nah, man, we spend a lot of time loving us, and I just want to send AHOP to everybody, man, that's been surfing the wave with us, no matter who you are, what you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, so-called everybody. All my Asian brothers and sisters, all my, you know, Hispanic, Latino, so-called, you know, all this stuff is so-called, man. We don't know what to call ourselves, but we got a lot of love from everybody. So-called white people, man, they, you know, they digging on 432, you know what I mean? People in India, shout out to you. You know, my African Nagas, I love Africa, man, because that's Ama. How you not love Ama? How you not love one part of your body? I love my whole body. All this is connected. It's crazy to even, you know what I'm saying, do the separations in terms of frequency. It's just a matter of, you know, these vortexes. And Nagas got to hold down these vortexes everywhere, not just Africa. Nagas in Australia are aboriginals of Australia. That land is connected to the so-called sunken lands of Lemuria. Move. They connected to ancient stuff over there, man. It's not that they spiraled out of Africa. They're holding down that vortex. You know what's popping off in Antarctica, man? Antarctica? Crystal cities, perfectly preserved waters, vegetation, gold. Antarctica is just more land, man. Ancient land, Tarzanta land, holy land. We got maps where it says Holy Land or Tarzanta in a part of Antarctica that's close and connected with South America. Then you got, you know, love to Nas Confusion and people even bringing it further into the orientation and more worlds beyond the poles. Love to Amadeo F. Giannini. Worlds beyond the poles. We been popping off. They tripping out here, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm just in the hood, man. Just another day in the neighborhood, man. And you know, I want to give a shout out. You know, I'm gonna get back to loving everybody. That's just, you know, I'm just making this drop about loving everybody. I'm like, man, I really do love everybody, man. You know, that's even attempting to choose up. You know, if you a hijacker, no matter what you look like. So I'm not just like, oh, black people this, black people that. Black means wicked. in their dictionary, man. Just look it up, man. Black means wicked. That's the best we can do in 2022. When you got a dictionary, black means atrociously wicked. So come on, man. We gotta get out of these paradigms, these Crayola boxes. What tribe are you from, man? Let's bring it back to the Creator, man. We the tribe of HaWah, and we're gonna come in all shades and sizes and all this stuff. We've been, going hard loving ourselves, begging for our tribe, putting the red and the blue to get the purple, to get the crown chakra. You bring the red and blue together, you got the crown, man. You got the Shekinah flow, you know what I'm saying? You popping off. Republican, Democrat, red and blue. You see what they doing, right? This is subconscious necromancy, man, right? So, Amadeo said that all this is a vision in some seer's eye. All the things you fancy, all the castles built in Spain were once a hopeful fancy. Hey, all going back to one seer, one necromancer. So they imagine a reality and then we agree to it. We stop standing up and we accept the colors black. We black people. Now we're going to embrace that. Black lives matter. Kanye come out and say white lives matter. Then he just start breaking off some common sense shit behind it. Like, yeah, I'm just stating the obvious. It's like, goddamn. What do you say to that? I'm just stating the obvious. According to what I see, I'm stating the obvious. White lives seem to be mattering. Shit is, it's mind blasting, man. But what does white mean? White means pure. White means pure, so pure lives matters. It's all a game, man. It's all a word. It's all word magic, man. WIGHT means what? Demon, devil, white. The White Walkers, Game of Thrones. Demons, devils. White devil, WIGHT. WHITE, pure. Hey, man, you put it together. I'm just saying. Out here in LA, we got all these tribes, but we just call them hoods, man. And everywhere you at, you just got hoods. But it's all because of the scattering of our tribe. And when you hear that frequency 432, all the sand comes together to form geometric patterns. And I feel our sand coming together. I feel our copper coming together. I feel, the golden dragon popping off, coming together. We know we got a war to fight, but it's a frequency war first and foremost. And the code, keeping the code, KTC, Exodus 20 got us in code. No stealing from our brother, no killing our brothers no more, man. Nothing over our Creator, man, who created this beautiful firmament that they can't blast through. Operation High Jump, they can't blast through it. So you have a Creator, you got waters beneath, man. We come together under the code of our Creator. All the religious stuff, just put it aside for a second and just keep the code. No power before your power. No vanity on HaWah's name. Keep your Shabbat, man. Shabat Shalawam to the cons. Every 7th day, rest. Charge up with your family, with your tribe, with your HaWah, with your Creator. And then you pop off 6 days and you go in, you go at it. We come together like that. Ain't no stopping us. We back to the crown. We back to that purple. So then we can love each other and then we can love everybody, man. That's keeping the code. You know what I'm saying? That's KTC. That's how we charge up with you. And that's how you charge up with me. We do it for our tribe, our family. What's up, my dog? Hey, what's up, man? So happy Day of Atonement, man. Baruch Day of Atonement. Just, release all that negative energy, man, and ask HaWah for a rebirth because you a dragon, Baruch, our Feast of Tabernacles, man. Let's remember we was in the wilderness before, we might be again. Shout out to Joy World. Halal HaWah, Shabat Shalawam.